So never lose a Profim account again. In this video, I'll be showing what traders who make consistent withdrawals, all right, who make consistent profit are not telling you, all right. And looking at this chart, this is a FundingPips $10,000 account. It was gotten, as you can see here, November 2024. Look at the drawdown, guys. Look at the drawdown. It went as down as uh 9% drawdown. This is 9,129, right? It was meaning just 1%, 1.2% to lose this account, right? And you can see we brought it back. Now we're in profit. Floating profits of 3%, right? A $10,000 FundingPips account. You can see this is, let me refresh this so that you won't be thinking it's a what's it called? Okay, so let me change the custom again and show you from. So I just want to show you guys what exactly you need to do differently so that you won't lose your Profim account, and going forward, how you can be able to withdraw profit. Okay, just because of this simple thing I added, this account was able to grow in less than two weeks, right? From almost losing this account at 1% drawdown, a 9% drawdown, 8.9, 8.8 now to to this profits. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look at the dates. All right. You can see this is 2025, 31st of January 2025. This is 11th of 11. That's November, 11th of November 2024 was when this account started. Okay. So once we pass this phase one, I would do another video. But okay, quickly, let me show you the setup the latest setup. We've taken a lot of setups actually, but the latest setup that made us help us, from here, from 9,800 to 9,000 and 10,165. Okay, so let's go to the chart. All right, so this is Euro GDP. Okay, this is Euro GDP, and let me first show you proof that this setup was called, and we're not just showing you something that does not exist. Okay, you can see TP2 ETH on Euro GDP. This is the VIP signal service signal room that sent to the main channel, right? We have not taken a loss this week yet again. 4 TPs at ETH, only one break even ETH. Okay, and let me show you the before and the after. You can see this is the before. Okay, just to show you that we are not showing you something that's it's not true. Okay, and this is the after when ETP. Okay, and these are profits from some of our VIP signal members. Profit, 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 profit. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So now let me break down this trade, or let me tell you the things first. Let me tell you the things that was able to do to bring this account back to break even from almost losing it. Just 1% drawdown left to lose the account, 1% left to lose the account, bringing it back. All right, so these are the three things there are three things actually. These are three things that all these people that withdraw are not telling you. And number one, the first thing is A plus setup. All right. A plus setups were the setups that helped to take that account from less joy and from the drawdown at almost losing the account to making 3% A plus setups. All right. Now let me show you an example of what my own A plus setup mean. And wait, let's even start with what is A plus setup first. Let's start with that. A plus setups are setups that, when you've collected data, let's say a sample of trades of 100 trades, right? You collect a sample of 100 trades, and among those 100 trades, you can see a trait in some of the trades. You know that, okay, looking at this one, if I take this kind of setup, 70% of the time, 80% of the time, it's TP. But if I take this type, it's just like 30% of the time, 40% of the time, 50% of the time, it will TP. Now, what you have to do is you have to grow discipline, you have to grow patience. I say grow because it's not something that just come by. It's not like a dove that will just fly on your head. Boom! Now you are disciplined. Ha 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 ha. No, it does not work like that. It takes time. You have to build it, yeah? You have to grow it, right? So you have to grow discipline and patience to wait for that setup, that one that you've seen countless times. I'm not saying some of you will just take trades that you've seen, maybe you just backtest just 1 month and you say, this strategy is working. No, you have to have at least 100 trades, 100 sample of your setups Okay, so you will have a larger data to work with. And when you look at those sample of trades, you can tell that, okay, these are the type of trades that always hit TP most of the time. All right, so those are the kind of trades you want to focus on, just like this one you're seeing on the screen. Just like this one you're seeing on the screen. Yeah. Now, let me tell you why this is an A+ setup. Now, if you've watched the video on this channel, you would know that the first thing we do is we go to H4 time frame, right? Now you can see from here, we've been having higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, right? This high did not go up to break this guy anymore. Rather, it did the lower high and it did lower low, right? Another lower high, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now, looking at this, you don't need a prophet, a priest, or a imam to tell you, except you are a complete newbie in Forex, to tell you that price has gone from uptrend to downtrend, right? This one is even too obvious. Only if your village people are doing you. This is too obvious, right? Now that you know that you're in downtrend, what do you do? That's why I always like to use H4. It gives me the best accuracy when it comes to understanding structure and market bias or order flow, right? It gives me the best. I've been trading for 6 years and I've tested a lot of time frame. This is the best for me. Okay. So once you know where the direction of the market is going, what you then do is go to the lower time frame. As simple as this. But what I do is I go to the H1. I've tested 5 minutes, tested 15 minutes, 30 minutes. They don't win much trade as H1 wins for me. Okay. And it took a lot of time for me to, sit back and be disciplined and just wait for it, because H1 takes a lot of time. It takes 1 hour to print one candle, right? So I just had to just grow that patience. Just like I'm telling you to grow yours, it's going to take time. Mine took me years. It took me 2 years to listen to the markets, right? Almost 2 years. All right. So I'm not saying M5 is not going to work for you or M15, but there's a chance that those kind of time frames, you lose more than you win. Or even if you win more than you lose, you will not make a lot of money as trading at time frame. Well, whatever works for you guys, whatever works for you is good. Okay. I'm not here to judge. Everything is all about collecting data. Okay. So now you can see here, we had a sweep. My pattern is simply just this, but I have added things to it that make it A+. I just don't trade it like that. Okay. And some of the things I'm not even going to be sharing here, because there are people that paid for our mentorship program, and it will just be fair. It would be unfair to give everything out, right? But then whatever I'm giving out in this place is enough for you to work with. Trust me. Just stay with me, okay? All right, so this is just the pattern we want to trade. This is the pattern we want to trade. Okay? There's a sweep, there's a break of structure, there's a structural liquidity, which also breaks structure. Price comes back, take that structural liquidity and falls down. Okay? This is what we want to trade. And if you look at this, sorry, hold on. Let me take this out. Please, if you're liking this content, please just subscribe, okay? Subscribe, like, and share, and comment anything, that you see in this chat or you want me to cover, or if you don't want to agree with me, it's fine. Just comment, okay? Oh, sorry, I missed this. The price goes down and then, okay? You can see that is what is happening here, right? So once we see this sweep, we can see structural liquidity, which is the last high before the main high, right? Price comes back, take out that structural liquidity and falls down. Now, what makes it higher probability is that the sweep is inside an inside bar. It did it at an inside bar. It mitigated an inside bar or other block. Could be other block, could be hidden base, right? Any of the three. I don't like to do FEG because that one, I've collected a lot of data with FEG. I noticed that one have more losses than wins. So I just stick to the one that has more wins. That's what makes setups A+. A+ does not mean it will not fail though. Ha! Don't go and put your inheritance. So, so there's a sweep now. There's a structural liquidity. All right. Now, the structural liquidity, for it to be valid, you need to have a Fibonacci from strong high to weak low. Strong high to weak low, right? And you can see that your structural liquidity is at 71% fib or higher. Now, this is what makes this high probability. One, mitigating. Two, structural liquidity is at 71%. Right? So once you see that thing, those things, you can now take your setup. Okay. Will you win every time? No. 7 out of 10 times you will win. Okay. So that is why we took this trade. And this is part of what makes my setup. Was what helped me to grow that account from almost losing the profit to break even and even making 3% profit right now. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about is downsizing. So a lot of people, once you are in drawdown, let's say you're in like 5% drawdown, you can't, let's say you started the account challenge, you were risking 1%, 1%, 1%. When you start getting to like 3%, 5% drawdown, no, I mean 5%, 8% drawdown, reduce your position, reduce your risk, downsize. That's what it means. Downsize, reduce your risk, lower it. All right. So one thing I did to grow the account back was to use 0.5% per trade. You have to grow a lot of patience. Wait, be patient, or else you lose the account. All right. You need to reduce your risk exposure. That is what downsizing is. Okay. Until you get back to break even or you get back to a reasonable amount, then you can now go back to default. All right. So this is the formula that I use. Okay. So from the first 4 trades, I reach 0.25%. All right. 25% go to the TP1, while the whole 1% goes to TP2. Okay. Then if I lose all 4 trades, the next 0.25% times 4 is what? That's 5. That's 5%, right? I'm left with 5%. Now the 5% that is left, I'll risk 1% each. 0.5% for TP2, 0.25% for TP1. Then if I lose all those ones too, the next 3 trades, and I risk 1%, I lose all those ones, I'm left with 2%. Now the 2%, I'll now risk 0.5 per trade, which means 4 trades. So in total, I'm sorry, I may be confusing you right now, but in total, guys, that is 11 trades I will take with the whole 10% drawdown. You know, most profit, they'll give you max percent of 10%, max percent of 10% drawdown, right? But my point here is that once you start losing trades back to back to back, reduce your risk exposure. Okay, that way it will give you, it will even boost back your confidence that okay, your strategy is actually working, and then you'll be able to grow that account back and not lose it. Okay. Now the third thing is position sizing. I see a lot of people, they just enter. I mean, when I started Forex in 2019, my first profit was funding talent in 2020. And I bought a 25K account and I was just risking any lot size or just putting any lot size on it, right? Or I was even using a fixed lot size. That is not right. You shouldn't be doing that because the stop losses are going to vary, all right? The stop loss are going to vary. The stop loss of each account size are going to vary. Of each trade, I mean, are going to vary. So it means your lot sizes are going to be different. Simply, that's what it means. So what you need to do is go to Google and type position size calculator. It's most likely bring you to this FX book. Now, let me show you something, guys. Pay attention, okay? Once again, please subscribe to this channel if you're enjoying this content. Like and share and comment anything you want to comment, okay? Anything you want me to touch on or whatever it is. Now, let's say you want to trade GDP card. Now, your currency type is, choose your currency type, okay? So what you do is just click, come to Google and type my FX book position size calculator, okay, to bring you here. Then type your account size. Let's say the account size is $10,000, just like that FundingPips account I showed you. Now, if you want to risk 1%, you put here 1%. But if you want to change, if you don't want to risk 1, you just want to like, maybe you want to risk $50, $100, $150. But the thing is, you have to keep those risks consistent. The only time you reduce those risks is when you are in crazy drawdown, like 5% drawdown. Are you listening to me, guys? Okay. Now, if you want to swap this risk to money, let's say you want to risk $5, $10, whatever it is, $100. If you are doing a flipping account, so you want to risk $1,000, you can just click on swap to money, right? Then you can now type the amount of money. So 1% for 10K, let me just say we are risking $100. Okay. Now, the stop loss for this GDP card, let's say it is 34.9 pips. 34.9 pips. Now, you just leave this guy at 1, right? Then you calculate. Now, this is what is going to give you. The lot size you're going to use is 0.42. 0.42 lot size, and you're risking 1% of that account size. Okay? Now, let's say GDP CHF. You saw another setup on GDP CHF. If you're not risking the same 1%, if you're not risking the same 100%, then you're joking. Let's say the stop loss is also 34.9, right? And you want to risk 1%. Click on calculate. It's going to give you the lot size 0.26. Can you see that the lot sizes are different? The lot sizes are different and the stop losses are the same. Or am I saying double? Right? So your lot size is always going to differ. You need to use the right lot size. You need to use the right lot size, or else your results will just be varying. You will not have consistent losses and consistent profits. Okay? So these are the 3 things that I did to be able to make this amount of profits. I mean, bring this account back from drawdown, right? So when we pass this phase 1, I'll do another video and show you guys progress on this account. Okay, trust me, guys, if you implement these 3 things that I've talked about, it will be hard for you to blow any challenge ever. As far as you have a profitable strategy, first thing is have a profitable strategy, right? So if you want to join our VIP signal room, just chat up admin, click on the link in the description, right? It will lead you to our Telegram channel, chat up with admin, and or you can just search for Automated IQ on Telegram. Okay, and if you also want to join our mentorship program, also join the Telegram channel and chat up the admin. Okay. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. Thank you. I hope you got value.